My grandmother can cook in complete silence for an entire afternoon. I can't do anything for 10 minutes without my brain pulling me somewhere else. And I actually never thought about that until I started paying attention to how I actually spent my day. So I've been building this morning routine for about a month now, where I would wake up early, between 6 and 8, take a shower, make coffee and sit down to work on my YouTube channel for 1 full hour. I leave my phone in the other room so I don't check anything. I set a timer to work for 1 hour without any distraction. On paper, this sounds good, right? Except before any of that even starts, I turn off my alarm and I'm already checking notifications, Discord messages, Instagram messages, YouTube numbers, whatever is on the lock screen. I don't even open them, but by the time I'm in the shower, my brain is already thinking what those messages are for. And some mornings before I start my focused work, I tell myself that I will quickly check those messages. And I think this is draining something out of me before the actual work even begins. So look, I built a whole system to protect 1 hour of focus and I can't even get to the starting line clean. That by itself made me wonder, if my mornings are like this, what does the rest of my day actually look like? So I started actually paying attention to what I do when I'm not thinking about it, and it was actually kind of uncomfortable. I cannot cook without my phone on the counter. Yeah, some of it is recipes, but with 3 steps I'm picking it up and scrolling through something completely unrelated. When I clean the apartment, the first thing I do is turn music on my phone and headphones. And probably the weirdest one, when I do the laundry, I'll be folding clothes and I'll pick up my phone and look at the screen for absolutely no reason. It's like my body is just running in a loop. And that word kept coming back to me. Loop. Because none of this feels like a choice. It feels automatic. It feels like a program that is running on the background, and that program I definitely didn't install. And this is really concerning because this whole thing was also happening in situations that actually mattered. I visit my grandmother and my mom, and I probably don't visit them as often as I should. And when I'm there, they're talking to me, we're having a conversation, and I'm on my phone. Not because I'm bored or not because I don't want to be there, I'm just reading something in Reddit or maybe checking the news, half listening and half somewhere else. And this is completely normal for me. And one time my grandmother actually called me out. She said something like, "You barely come see us, and when you're here, you're constantly on your phone." And honestly, at the time, that thing annoyed me a little bit. Because I'm listening, I can repeat back what they said word by word, but I'm also just doing something else at the same time. I just thought that this is how people are now. Everybody does this. But when I start actually paying attention to how she operates, I realized something that kind of changed the way I see it. When my grandmother is cooking, she's not watching a TV. When my mother is reading a book, she's not checking her messages. They give one thing everything. I cannot even give the people I care about the most my full attention when I'm sitting right next to them. And the worst part is not that I actually do it, it's that I thought it's completely normal before I started paying attention to it. So I started asking myself a question that I really didn't have an answer for. When did I actually lose this? I was born in 1994. I remember before smartphones, before social media. I played outside for an entire day as a kid without checking anything. I played video games for hours, completely locked in without needing anything else. I could read books like 50 to 100 pages in one sitting, and it wasn't that hard. It felt natural to me. So between that kid and the person that's actually checking his phone while doing the laundry, something happened. And I tried to find the exact moment I lost it, and I couldn't. That's what actually scared me a bit. Because there is no moment. There is no day where I woke up and thought I can't focus anymore. It was just a little less each day, each year. A little more reaching the phone, a little more needing background noise, and those steps, they feel like nothing. Completely normal. Everyone is doing it, right? But when you stack 15 years of those small steps on top of each other, you kinda end up where you never planned to be. And I think the reason I never caught it, it's because of how I was operating without realizing it. I have been on autopilot, and I don't just mean on my phone, I mean with my life. Getting through days, checking things off, finishing tasks, but not actually being present for most of it. And that's what hit me when I was watching my grandmother cook for hours. She's not on autopilot. She's actually there. She's enjoying it. She didn't build some system to make it happen. She doesn't need a timer or a phone in another room. She just never lost the thing that I somehow did. But here's something that I noticed that actually gave me something to hold on to. On the mornings where I get it right, where I don't check my phone before sitting down, where I actually protect the full hour, something is shifting. There is a different version of me that shows up, calmer version, more present version. More like the kid that could play outside all day or sit with his book for hours. I feel like I'm still there, I just haven't been giving any room to that kid. The entire fact that one uninterrupted hour feels like a win says a lot about how far things have drifted. This used to be nothing. Now this 1 hour is one of the hardest parts of my day. My family was showing to me what this was looking like my entire life. I just stopped paying attention at one point. I'm going to go way deeper in my next video on this topic. Why this actually is happening, what's the research about it, and what you can do about it. Because the more I looked into this, the more I realized this goes a lot further than just bad habits. But for now, I just wanted to say this out loud, because I think a lot of you feel the same way and you just think it's just you, that you are lazy, or you can't focus, or that everyone else has it together but you don't. It's not just you, trust me. You can write in the comments below when you first noticed that you have low attention, or if you noticed it at all before this video, because I personally didn't. If you want to see the deep dive, please like and subscribe the video. We'll talk again soon.